So when Kim followed, I was like,
How
I
many
was
did
literally
she
like,
follow?
why? Like 150.
Yeah, so it's a tight
I
list.
was like, why would she do that? Like, she doesn't need to do that.
Right.
Like,
Thumb
why?
must
I
have
want to
slipped.
tell her, like, you don't need to, babe. You can just come in, come out. Like, nobody needs to.
Subscribe to the podcast, KFC Radio on YouTube.
Bang.
I feel like I would thrive, though, with drunk.
Yeah, oh, you would love it.
Because I live for that shit, like, aside from what I do. You know what I mean? Like, people think I just like it because
No,
I do.
it's
No,
you do it because you like it.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have fucking lived and
Oh, yeah.
breathed this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd
See,
be like,
you and I are like diametrically opposed. Where I crawl into a ball and I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. Please stop
Oh
talking
my
about
God, are
this.
you kidding me? I used to
just took this way like
smoke cigarettes, and that's what I did
you
as a
stop?
job. I was like the girl you'd go for a smoke break with.
Great
and
person to
just,
be.
like, shoot the shit.
You know why? Because everybody loves that person because they're on their break and they're smoking a cig.
And then you don't
And they
work.
associate it like with you.
Yeah. You're like the fun one. So
Mm-hmm.
your boss even does that. Well, that was in Israel. Everybody smoked. Here, people don't.
Where was
It's
that?
hard. In
Israel?
Israel, yeah, I lived there
Oh, wow. How long you lived there?
for a big portion of my life.
Shit.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, or
when
you
I was
went
growing
there?
up, and then I went back, and then I spent like 5 years there in my 20s.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
What was
it's-
the
it's
motivation
nice.
with that? Was it work or?
It
or
was no. So my mom's Israeli, and then I finished college and was kind of like, oh, I can go chill. Hot guys there. There weren't really any hot
Are there a
guys
lot
in
of
my
hot guys in Israel?
college.
Where'd you go to college?
Ithaca. What?
I mean, yeah, there's no. I mean, it's like you're in the middle of upstate New York.
Yeah.
Like
No
everyone's
hot guys.
cold, pale, and fat. Like,
No hot guys. And
nowhere, Kansas, and couldn't find a hot guy anywhere.
I mean, Ithaca. All I know about Ithaca is like the rivalry with SUNY Cortland for the Cortica Cup, right?
Cortica.
Yeah, which I know is like the
I
big
know,
party, but it's
I
like if
know.
that's your claim to fame that
It's
we have
so
a rivalry
bad.
with a SUNY school.
No, but
Ithaca
I-
and Utica aren't rivals?
No.
I just feel they sound
You
like
just
it.
said
probably.
they sound the same.
Yeah.
No, really ugly people and stupidly.
Shout out to
Stupidly.
Ithaca.
Shout out to
Any
Ithaca.
Ithaca grads, you're ugly.
No, because how old are you?
38, 30. What? How
Oh
old
my
am I?
God, you
30
fucker.
7.
Your skin is so good.
Hey, you think so? Really? How'd you
Yeah,
think I was?
They're
I have bags. And
No,
what,
no bags.
Freckles?
No, the
like, just
freckles are
bad?
fine. No, you're good.
What were you about to say though? Just say it.
Just there are a couple lines here.
Oh, the like wrinkles.
Yeah, but I don't
yeah.
get Botox, so like I'm not. I just
actually-
started noticing it more on people that
Uh-huh.
choose. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't
don't
look
get
at
it, you
mine.
said?
No, I haven't gotten it yet.
I
feel
got
like
it once.
everybody does
It was.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. It was.
Look
John
at
did it as
your
a-
face.
it was a lot.
So
Look at
John,
that. It looks like he gets
can you pull up-
fillers. Look at that
can you pull
tight
up
face.
your, can you pull up your list?
Yeah, I can pull up.
So-
Wait,
so-
how old
so-
is John?
How old do you think he is?
I'm gonna be annoyed and fucking. Wait, are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Let's shame everybody.
Yeah.
Are you 30?
I'm 33.
Okay. Okay.
But that kind
Wait,
of feels
so
like-
how old did
Look
you
at
think I
that
was?
face, but
You
look
never
at
gave
the
a number on
plump
me.
cheeks and like.
Yeah,
Well, that's,
fat.
that's the bloating and the alcohol stuff. That's,
Yo,
that's
this
the
went
sodium.
from like how like look at you to like, are you 30? Like, yes, I'm over 30. And then like look how chubby your cheeks are.
Look at
you, you fat little
no,
squirrel.
No, it looks. You look like you just applied like a good
He might have.
serum.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, I did.
So John famously like he doesn't wash his hair. He doesn't wash. I don't think you wash. You wash your body.
I wash my body.
But
yeah,
he doesn't wear deodorant and somehow doesn't stink. He doesn't wash his hair and somehow his hair doesn't get greasy. And for the longest time,
You have good hair.
He didn't wash his face. Period. And then we
He's
had an episode.
shining. Look at him.
Well,
he looks the way it looks like after a facial. Okay.
So he didn't wash, and then me and Whitney Cummings was the episode, right?
Yeah.
We like shamed him, being like, "You're gross. Like your skin's probably like greasy or whatever." He never looked it, but I was just like, if you've literally never, if you never wash your face and you never even got the shampoo from your hair, like washing down your face because you never do that either, you gotta be gross.
I would always
So-
when I washed my face in high school, I would get acne, and then when I stopped washing,
But I think
my
that was
face,
just because it was high
I
school
wouldn't
and
get
like
acne.
you were getting acne.
But when I stopped, I wouldn't.
in what? Oh,
Like in high school. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just not doing this
King.
shit
So what is he
anymore.
doing now?
So
What's
now
his routine now?
he wrote down. I mean, I
Oh
think
no, I'm
it's- I think
dying.
it's
There's
8
a
things.
little.
Now,
What is that?
This is just a book of like my thoughts. This
That's
is
so cute.
Every
nightmare, bro.
Oh my
episode
God,
he
Barstool
opens it up.
breaking like stereotypes.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you are gonna have your fucking socks blown.
Look at this little journal.
Everything. You go
It
back
looks
and
like
report
the
to the
pages
world.
Are like burned off.
yeah, yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Every
in here.
episode, he goes like, "Well, I've got a couple little things for you today." Like,
I'm
it's like Mr. Rogers. Like, gather around, kids. I'm going to talk about something, probably depressing, but whatever.
But this is so that was like probably 6 months ago. The interview with Whitney when I was shamed into starting a
Skincare.
skincare routine, regimen, whatever you want to call it. And I said to like our listeners, I was like, all right, give me something. Like, I'll get 2 things, whatever you guys want. So I got like
you tweeted it out, right?
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
and it
put
was
it on
like
social media.
Someone who's an esthetician. Is that what it
Yeah.
was? Yeah. She was like, you just need a moisturizer and a protein serum or something like that. So I was like, all right, I'll get that. And that has devolved into like a 40-minute skincare
boy
routine.
is
now.
snowballing.
There you go.
Are
My boy is
kidding me.
snowballing over here. He's doing
I start-
serums and
Wait, I want to
lotions
see it
and-
before though. Was he this glowy before?
I mean, now that you say it, I guess I'm really bad at this stuff. Like I
Yeah.
don't see the the
Zach.
difference really. Yeah, you know. Does John look better? Does his skin look better these days than it used to? Does it?
Yeah. Well, I started
guess
because I have a
can pull up
protein
a little
booster,
picture.
then I go to a moisturizer, then I put on an eye cream, then I have a vitamin C bright booster, then I have a glycolic acid line smoother, and occasionally I use a multi-acid resurfacing pad.
So gay. Yeah, John is
To
like
be clear, Zach's
very
gay.
close.
You can say it.
But also to be clear, John's also gay, and he just hasn't said it yet.
No, you brought me back like 10 years right now with that comment. No, but I'm
Tell me about it.
yeah.
It's funny. We have a podcast. I believe it was on Brianna's
You
pod.
gotta lead with that before you start throwing that around.
Just put a big sticker on it.
Yeah.
I
It
can
is
say
Pride
it.
Month and he's in a rainbow. So.
Well, I need first of all, I want what you're doing. Like
Okay,
I need that.
I'll get you the link.
But the reason why I think it's so in my head today is because which like I feel like Kim Kardashian is gonna unfollow me. That was my plug to say she follows me. But it's because I was just like fucking around with the skin because I get a lot of skincare, right? When you're like in
I
this
think I might have
game.
even seen you say this video, but keep going. Yeah. Did you put this on video to talk about this?
Yeah. So I'm saying
yeah.
like I get a lot and like
You must
I'll
get
I'll be
flooded,
like
yeah.
I love it, whatever. But then I thought about it today and I was like, I was born with good skin. As you guys didn't say
Yeah, well,
when we were talking about this.
Yeah, we probably
Nobody
should've
said it back to
reciprocated.
me.
I don't know. I'm
Nobody
new to the skin game.
Nobody in this whole room. I'm like, you have great skin. They're like, okay, fine. That's fine. It's really cool.
I'm
To be honest, I
new
just
to
said
the skin
I'm not.
game.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it looks pretty. You're pretty. Can I say that? I don't even know if I'm
No one
qualified
said
to say that
fucking
you have
anything.
good skin.
So I just realized like how many people like look at this shit and they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna put this on and like it's gonna boost my
Yeah.
this or it's gonna get rid of my marks or it's gonna make me look younger. And like I love it, but I know that like my skin is just good. So it's
Right.
fun
Yeah,
for me
yeah.
to put the shit on and be like, oh, look, it made me a little dewy just
Yes.
now. It gave me a little, whatever. But
Are you feeling like disingenuous? Kind of like
no,
you're, oh, okay.
I'm always genuine.
Yeah, right.
I just felt like it needed to be said. Like there's a lot of skincare out right now. None of it's going to change your life. If you have acne,
Sure.
it's not going to get rid of
Sure.
it.
Stop
You're-
using soap. If you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if a super hot Instagram chick who like works out 25 times a day also drinks the tea or whatever.
Right,
It's
right.
more the 7,000 sit-ups,
Right.
not the fucking
right.
tea that I drink.
And I'm not about that. Like when celebs are hot and there are the people that are going to be like, well, they have personal trainers and they have nanny. And I'm like, shut up. They're just
Yeah.
hot.
They're also
Like
just
we
hot,
don't
too.
have to
Yeah.
like do that. But my point is that it really makes you question things because look at John. You know?
He's got a
And I
fat
just
baby
wonder,
face.
No, but do you know? No, because I saw someone's message that was like a dermatologist or someone told her when she was using all these products, like, look at men. They literally use a bar of soap for their
Right.
whole
Right, the same bars in
thing.
their asses on
Yeah.
their face.
So like, don't make it such a big deal.
So I feel like
But
I
you
hear
can
that
moisturize a little
consistently.
bit more.
Probably. I
Yeah.
think we like. So you think that guys typically have? I feel like I hear that a lot. Like same what you just said. Guys don't even try and they have good skin. Do they really though? Because I feel like the females are the fairer sex and you guys are prettier and nicer
Look
and
at his
softer.
skin.
But
He's
I don't-
like 12.
Yeah,
he's
he
very
looks
young.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that's the other thing too. Is we have a podcast here with two co-hosts and the producer. I think are all under 23, and they were like, I don't even like need to use any skincare. I don't get it. I think it's all fake. And like the girls who are like 30 in the comments are like, "You're 20. Like you don't need to do this yet, you assholes."
Right. It's
You
like
know, so
Hailey
it is-
Bieber that just came out with the thing. It's like, is it the peptides or is it you're literally 3 years old?
Right.
I think there's truth to both things. It
Right.
could be helpful, but just don't count on waking up like a supermodel.
Well, it's also like $1 zillion, right? Like some
I
of the
mean,
shit
it's
is-
expensive. I mean,
for-
Hailey's is cheaper. Kim's is more expensive.
But just in general, I'm not talking about the Kardashian
Oh.
stuff. Like some of the shit
Right.
can be so
It could be so
costly. And it's
That's
like,
what I'm thinking. Like I got sent like some magazine wants me to do like a review of some products, so I got sent like the really good shit, like La Mer, which is amazing. John, write it down in the journal. Charlotte Tilbury, like amazing shit that probably costs like literally $100 for like the small size.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it feels so nice, but I just wonder like if I was spending the money on it.
Would you?
I would
be
expect
about
to
it?
literally like not for it to just like feel nice on my face.
I want a new face.
I want a new face. I want it to look like I got Botox.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Anyway.
Do you know
The Botox-
Mario Badescu? What's that?
Yeah, Badesco. Yeah, Badesco.
They're good.
Let's go. Yeah.
They're good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you use them?
Well, they are. Well, we
Sponsors
have
on
our
the show.
we have our own skincare line here at Barstool.
Oh, you
And
do?
it's- Yeah. See, breaking
No,
down
you
motherfuckers.
don't.
Yes, we'll add it. We'll get you some samples. You do a review in the magazine. Put it next to the La Mer.
This is our line Barstool Wood. So this is our
Really?
aftershave and moisturizer, but it's all like the people who make it are those guys. And then
Oh,
we market
cool.
them.
I think they're supposed to be good. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
a ringing endorsement.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, oh yeah, they're the best. I don't fucking know.
Sorry. Yeah.
You were talking about the Botox earlier. Again, as someone who's had Botox, it's gone now.
Wait,
Is
you
it?
did the Botox?
I did it,
What an enigma John is. Like, I can't deal with
Well,
it.
you know what it was? It was a joke, but like not really.
Yeah,
There-
yeah.
There was one of our podcasts had like an anesthetician come in and was doing like injections and skincare stuff.
Yeah.
And they came in and they were like, "Do you guys want to get Botox? Like, we're gonna film it. It would be like funny." And I wasn't there that day. Otherwise, I would have fucking done it.
Wait,
too.
you would have done it?
Hell yeah! Just,
Oh,
I mean,
really?
give it a shot, right?
Yeah?
I mean,
And,
I
but
don't
it makes you very self-conscious. So like I got it like 6,
I'm
8
gonna
months
pull
ago,
up-
whatever.
you
Like
had funny
it's
before
pretty
and after
gone now.
pictures, so those
Yeah,
were
it was. I mean, I looked like a mannequin for a while. But then it makes
day
you
one, day
so
two, day
self.
three.
I
was
need
like,
to
oh,
watch
shit.
this video.
I didn't look someone in the eye.
Why?
For 4 months after
You were
that.
scared they were going to say,
No, I was
like,
just trying to see if they were. Like we had Mark Wahlberg in here, like probably a month
oh my
after
God,
that.
he needs some Botox, no?
But I was just trying to figure it out. I was like, does
There's a
he?
slideshow of like this is gonna be the progression of it. I love these iPhone slideshows, by the way. So these are like the first days.
Yeah,
so
they
it's
tell
like
you
a
to take a
minute long, so
selfie,
it's
like they, every day
But so
as
now
it
you-
sets
that
in.
one started.
watching long videos.
Yeah, me too. This is a little
I'm
bit
like,
longer
when
than
is
I
it
like.
over?
But see, already look how much that got better
Wait,
than the first
I
one.
want to see the end. Oh my God!
Yeah. Turns out when you inject your face with poison,
Yeah, it
it
feels.
fucking works. Look at
Wait,
that.
there's one that stayed up here.
Wait, well, we're not there yet. We're gonna smooth that one out by the end. It's gonna happen.
No, I'm dying.
Look at that. That one right up there. That's like on top of your head at this point, though. Yeah, we still got 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my God.
God, goodbye.
Wait, was this whole thing posted?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could be, they really do ads with like in Botox, like the Botox,
the pharmaceutical,
yeah,
like Botox.
Yeah, it's called like Botox.
Lord Botox.
Botox ambulance. I don't know. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I get Botox in my armpits.
To not sweat.
Yeah, I did. I used to, and then I got like I did another thing called Mirror Dry, which it just.
Why did you sweat a lot?
Yeah, I sweat
like
a
you would
lot.
be sweating right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, this was like I did it a long time ago, so like I run hot in general, but even if I'm like cool, my armpits would still be bad. And then
and smell or just be
no,
wet?
no, just wet. I just hated my shirt.
The
You know what I
feeling.
mean? Because then it's like, oh, then you
just-
wear an undershirt.
Just
with the
wet
men?
sounds worse somehow. Nah, I just be wet.
Smell great, just soaked, just sopping. Telling you, you got to go back and report to the world.
I
All
know.
these fucking stereotypes are
I
false.
know. I
It's
can
also
tell
our
everybody.
show a little bit, but in general, all of
Your
the guys.
show is like less bro-y than other shows.
It's somehow both. It's
yes.
less and more.
We're like we'll also be like dickhead bros, but we're also like a little bit gay and very feminine. So like yeah, you can vouch. Like we have a podcast here called Out and About. It's literally like our gay podcast, and it's the second gayest podcast on the show because
this
on,
is
on
the
the brand.
first?
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
we're the
dying.
first.
We have a running contest to see
Yeah.
who is.
I'm dying. I
Those,
love
th-
it.
those two made out on stage. That might be tough to top.
the two
We kiss,
hosts.
but like we
Yeah.
don't like kiss.
Yeah.
You know? Like I'll give you a peck. You know. But-
Kiss. Kiss.
Yeah.
Kiss.
Kiss. I'll give Kevin a kiss. Give me.
Mwah. My babe. My babe.
I was gonna go Liz, but I thought he'd get mad at me.
You're also like
I mean,
both.
I'll fucking take this as far as you want, man.
You're also both a little ginge. I mean,
Yes.
he's ginge, but you're like a little.
I'm getting gray here, so I get like black like a
You get all
dark
the colors.
red and gray.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I could just go silver fox like overnight. Or like
Really?
I think salt and pepper is cool, and then I think silver fox is real cool. I don't have a problem. Like I don't want to go bald, but I don't care about grays.
Yeah.
Grays don't bother me.
Yeah.
It's about just having hair on your head.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
But yeah, there's a little bit of ginger in it. Would you say yesterday we're day walkers?
I've
Like
said
vampires
I'm
who
like
can kinda
Prince
go in-
Harry. It's like ginger,
Yeah.
but not the gross kind.
Yeah. Poor gingers, man. They were just normal people. Until
I think
South
they've
Park
had a
crushed
come up
them.
though. I think like in the 90s, early 2000s, people were really mean to redheaded people.
Really? Did you feel it?
There was a South. No, because I
He's a new. He's a new.
Is that why you are the way you are?
When you were ugly, did they make fun of you?
No, the guy in my high school, the ginge guy, was like the hottest guy.
Yeah,
I do.
I think they did
think
have
it
a
kinda
period of
goes-
like mystery.
It was South Park. South Park kind of fucked them for a while because they had a
South
whole
Park made
episode
a
about
gingers
how
don't have
They don't have
souls
souls, and
That,
everyone
like-
made fun.
And
of
then
it
that
for a
internet,
long
the
time.
viral video, the kid reacting to it, right?
Oh,
when
yeah,
he's
yeah.
crying, he's like a pale white ginger crying, being like, "I do have a soul," and that kind of went viral. Like, so
Yeah, it was pretty
tough
awful.
run.
It was,
Yeah.
it was a really, really tough 2 decades for people with red hair.
It's just because people always wonder about like the hair down there, and that's just like
Yeah.
so immature, you know.
right, and I was
But,
like, no, it's gray, like everyone.
Could you imagine that? I don't think anything. You know, we were older. If you were like a 4th grader with red hair, and then the internet decides that like you're ugly,
yeah.
like no wonder these kids are fucked
Right.
up. Like the internet, the world collectively has just decided you're ugly. And you go home to your mom and your dad, and your mom, no, you're beautiful. It's like, well, everyone on the internet says I don't have a soul and I'm gross.
So
and now
not
people
only
are like
you-
painting on freckles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
True.
happens in the world.
With like there's that filter now that puts them on too.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I
Been here
know.
from the beginning. That's what I don't really care about wrinkles as much either, which I guess I probably should. But I just don't like splotchy. I don't want to have that Irish like splotchy Michael Rappaport face.
Well,
I
just
want to
don't
have
be
like a
an
normal
Oh my
face.
God.
Yeah,
Wait, do you
that's
guys not
fine.
like Michael Rappaport
I
here?
fucking hate Michael Rappaport.
Wait, does he hate you?
Yeah. It's a mutual thing. Yeah.
He hates you specifically?
Oh,
yeah, but
the
everybody
court of
too.
law has been involved
Yeah,
in this hate.
we've there's
Stop.
I think still on. No, it's over. We won it, right? Or
Yes,
yeah.
it's over.
Yeah, he used to work here for a minute and was just a total asshole, and then he tried to sue us for defamation when it was just like, no man, you're just ugly and gross and you suck. And then we had all these depositions, like it went to fucking to
Wow.
trial, I guess. I don't even know how to say it, but
Do you know what's so
He
funny?
lost. He
His
sucks.
dad lives above me
Really?
in my building. And at first I was super scared of him. Wait, sorry, below me. So I was scared of him because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't want to make noise and piss him off. And that he lives in the same apartment that Michael like grew up in his whole life. And
What's
I see
the address of that?
No. and I see Michael in the
West Side?
neighborhood. Upper East Side.
East Side.
And I see Michael in the neighborhood all the time, like at the Starbucks, at whatever, but never goes to his dad. And I really want to know the
his
tea.
dad has good taste in people.
I feel like there is some like son and father
like my
drama.
son
I'm really,
sucks.
yeah. I mean, no, I don't know. I mean,
Son
to
and
me,
father
it seems
drama
cool.
is the weirdest kind of drama. I think like daddy issues and mommy issues get the most run because of Oedipus complex and I don't know, girls with daddy issues. But I think father son, you have to have like.
I think it's so weird because, like, I mean, with me and my dad, we're like, I guess the only thing we would say about me and my dad is that we're just like almost like too chill. Like we don't have like these big
Yeah.
discussions. But that's also why I think it's so hard to. I could never imagine like clashing with him.
Yeah.
Like if I had like beef with my dad, like I don't know. I
Wait,
walk
do
in.
you
I'm
call
like,
him every day?
I talk to my mom every day, but kind of like. So by default, it's like, hey, dad, on the phone. But no, I mean, that's what I mean. I guess, but like, that's what I do with my best friends. That's what I do. I almost treat them like that. And so that would probably be like the worst problem I have. I can't imagine being at odds with him. It's like, even if we did, I don't know, disagree about something,
Yeah,
it would
like
be
you
like,
maybe
whatever,
wouldn't
we're
be
over
vocal
in, like, a
about it.
day.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. But that's why I think when people do have problems with them, it's like,
You're just trying to make a point that Michael Rappaport is
He
like
sucks.
crazy.
Yeah. Got busted on that one. Like, what a psychotic move to not get along with your dad.
what kind of weirdo? What kind of
I see a
weirdo?
lot of guys here. There's always
I've
a couple
never
dudes-
heard of an issue like that. A soft father having an issue.
issues?
It's like, what, dude?
Never.
That's crazy.
Gotta be a total bag of
You're
shit
gonna
for
get
that.
so many people being like, no, like
Yeah,
literally
there's a
so
lot.
many
We
people have
did a
issues
show.
with their parents.
We did a show in Boston. Could you imagine having that with your dad?
No, I can't. I
Never.
can't.
Like, so
no.
I think you have to be like the worst dad in the world to have problems with your kids.
Yeah,
is it the kids
you're like,
the
what
worst?
is this fucking? He thinks he's the man of the house. And I was like, no, I think I'm a 3-year-old you brought in. Why are we fighting about this? I didn't
Yeah.
ask to be here, dude.
We have a couple guys here who like, they're like, my dad was a Giants fan, so I like specifically root for the Cowboys to piss him off. I'm like, that's fucking weird. I don't know what's going on when you were like
wanna
8.
bond with them?
Yeah, so like, something
that's
from the
weird.
jump was like,
I know.
I want to defy you to make this relationship worse.
Wait, have
Maybe
you
the
guys
kids are the problem. on that
have
one.
you guys seen This Is Us?
The what? Oh,
Yeah.
This Is Us. I have not. No.
You have, Kevin?
I watched the first few seasons. This is us with Mandy Moore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the first few seasons and then kind of fell off because I was like, I don't want to weep at my television weekly. Like there were times where I was just like, that was great, but I'm like,
I know. I
Jesus
just
Christ,
finished
with
it
the
last
fire
night.
and the dying.
I
and
know,
the
but it
fucking-
just gets more. Like I finished
know,
it
that's what I
yesterday and I
mean,
was
though.
sobbing.
Yeah.
And because we're talking about families and like on the show, you know, they talk about everything. And the dad is like one of those movie dads.
Yes.
You know, the like, son, when you grow up.
Yep.
And it's just like not probably the way it is.
I don't think so, but I struggle with that. We were talking about it on a different interview yesterday. Like I don't know. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, so they're still pretty
What
early.
is happening here? You do?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What did you think we were? Like fucking, like legit, like Neanderthals? Like, I'm gonna go talk to the missing link for the human race.
Yes.
You want meat? We have fucking
Oh,
cave here.
Wait,
Come here. Like,
I'm. Well, isn't it nice though?
yeah. Well, I guess I
I
don't
came
know.
in with no preconceived notions at all. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm saying that's amazing.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
I'm-
a good dad?
Yeah. I'm divorced, so there's, I try as best as I can with that. But I'm like,
How old?
try-
6 and what?
4. Wow. And 6.5 and almost 5. He's in July. He'll be 5. So like,
Boys?
one boy, one girl.
The
Older
girl is older. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good when the girl is older.
But like kind of getting to the point where they can really understand, what's happening and like trying to teach them things. But I also think I'm like, do you really like sit your kid down? Like, now, son, I'm going to teach you a life lesson.
Yeah, dude, I can't. You have to.
Oh,
film.
I might bring them in tomorrow, by the way, if you're around.
Oh yeah, I'll be around.
cute.
Well, I gotta go buy a bunch of gay clothes first, but
Maybe we'll take them. I don't know.
We're
We'll
in
teach
the
them
Pride
early.
Parade on Sunday, so Zach's gonna dress me up.
We have a
for
whole
it.
float, Barstool float, right? It's ours, or we're on it? Correct. It's like the Barstool float? That's cool. Do we pay for that, or how does that work? Whole thing, yeah. That's cool, though.
But yeah,
That's
once I come
cute.
back, I'll come hang out with them. But
once you're fucking blacked out with your assholes open for poppers.
I believe you.
You have to film your birds and the bees talk, at least like silently, because
Oh my god.
I would love to see how you handle that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you,
shit's-
well, that's the thing on the show yesterday.
Not with Shay,
The
with Keaton, to
father,
be clear.
Jack, he was teaching the kids to shave, and they were like literally 7. And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
why
a
is he
little silly.
teaching them to shave?
Well, my dad did it too young too. Not
Oh,
the
really?
shaving.
Maybe it's a thing.
He did
Birds and the bees
the
or the
birds and the
shaving?
bees, yeah, and it just devolved into a fight. Because like it was not a fight because I was still too young to fight with my dad, so it was just him yelling at me because I was lying to him, but I wasn't lying.
How
to him.
old were you?
I forget, but we were going to my aunt's birthday party or something like that, and he was like, "So, like, maybe time for a talk. You're getting older now. I'm sure people have brought naked pictures of girls into school." And I was just sitting there, I was like, "Nah, they haven't."
No, dude. John was a little bit of a late bloomer.
He's like, "You're not gonna lie to me." And I was like, "I'm not lying. I've not seen a naked woman in my entire life." And he's like, "Don't lie to me, John." I was like, "I've never seen
You fuck
boobs."
girls, I know
was
it.
like, "Dude, I'm 6.
You like pussy, I swear. My dad was my dad was way late, and I remember I got in trouble for like drinking or something like that, and so my dad we kind of had a pseudo talk about that, like you got to be
Wait,
safe.
you were drinking? Oh my god!
What do you mean?
Like,
He thought he was a late bloomer.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't drinking for like 10 years after I got the talk.
When did you start drinking?
I started drinking like probably 15, 16.
That's what I did, but that's how late my talk was.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys grow up?
I grew up in Westchester, in New York.
Massachusetts.
Oh, where in Westchester?
I was born in the Bronx, and then we lived in Pelham. Back in the Bronx.
I was born in the Bronx too. Well, Riverdale. So
Trigger
Jewish-
down.
I know.
That's
But
always-
I
that's
love
always-
doing that because it's like I'm from the Bronx. And they're like, where? Like they feel like I'm
Yes.
J-Lo vibes
Well,
until I break the news.
I'm from City Island, which is I don't even.
No,
you know
Pelham is what is.
Well, Pelham's Westchester, but I was
Pelham
born.
was
City
Westchester.
Island is in the Bronx, but it's kind of like the Bronx, like we
well,
call it
because
the
I
fake
was gonna
Bronx.
say like we were doing drugs in the city at 15.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Not
So we
just
were
drinking.
we were drinking.
I was not. I was in the suburbs.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I heard about the city kids.
but
I
he
feel like
was,
birds and like I'm just too real. Like I would never say birds and bees. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? I
I
would
don't
wait
even
till the
get
kid
that,
like
by
has
the way.
heard the word.
so you
Sex.
fucking kid or what? You dicking down or what?
Well, listen,
You going raw?
Well, listen, my son. I feel like he's gonna know things.
You have one?
Yeah. Now it's your turn
Well,
to be shocked.
No, I knew that. already,
What the
though.
hell?
No.
I'm sorry, I already
What
knew
the
that.
hell?
See, I don't know how to interact with women. That's my problem.
What the-
I didn't know if I was
oh my
allowed
God,
to
you
be.
have a kid. You look so young and hot.
I was
do you
very
mean?
surprised.
Should've gone
but
with that.
I didn't know if I could be surprised.
Okay, yeah, be surprised.
Well,
And
I
just-
actually do get a little offended when people are like, "You have a kid."
Oh, sorry.
But like, not from like a looks point of view. Sometimes I feel
Oh, no,
because I'm an
from a
asshole on the
look.
internet
Yeah.
and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I don't think you're an asshole. Oh, sorry, that's my Zoloft.
You are on the
it.
right show, sister. Let me tell you
But I
what, you
took it.
fit in right on this show. Third chair coming up. But anyway, so you were part. Oh,
my
in
kid.
Westwood.
What I'm saying is like he's literally watches like the Housewives with me.
Sure.
Like he's not going to be like
Sure.
Burns and be
You're
like
talking
he's-
about sex tapes.
No, I'm talking about it all.
Yeah.
I
Which
just
is
feel
the way
like
it
it's
should be.
nice.
But I kind of had those
when
thoughts.
did we watch Dirty Dancing?
Never seen it. I saw Ryan Gosling do it with Emma Stone though. So
Wait,
same thing.
John, this is the next video. John watches Dirty Dancing. What is happening? Wait,
that
is he
movie's
just
gay as
here to
fuck.
call things gay because he's gay? And that's his role.
know
It's like
what?
we need the gay dude so he can say that's okay
He's
about
technically our
everything.
social media guy, but that really is what it is.
That's literally
That is
what's
really
happening.
it.
It is honestly. It doesn't usually happen this often. It's all that's happened today.
Yeah. We're like, Judge, ruling? Yeah, okay. Up, down.
My weekend. What do you want?
Right. You're feeling the feels.
Oh, are you drunk right now? Oh,
I will be in like 2 hours.
Wait. So I'm about like I couldn't imagine saying like birds and bees.
do you know what Kevin brought it up? Do you know what it? Are you sure? Do you know what it means? Like what?
Birds
I don't
and
even know which
bees?
is the
Like
bird. Which
they
is the?
pollinate.
I guess so, but do
So the men
birds
are
are
the
involved
bee?
in that? I thought the bees just pollinate the flowers. Where do birds come in?
Oh,
Oh, they
birds
pick
eat.
it up. They pick it up.
Yeah.
and
bees
they
pick it up.
plant it.
The bees land on the flowers to suckle like the fucking honey or whatever the shit
Right.
is, and the pollen sticks to them, and then they fly to another flower. Well, I don't know where the birds come in.
Well, the birds definitely drink
Oh,
something.
the birds fuck the bees. That's
Yeah.
right. No, I don't know.
Birds
It's
fuck
like-
the bees.
No, I don't know, but that's what it should be. Shouldn't it just be like?
Yeah, it does.
don't know.
It's basically when we call you the birds and the bees is promoting bestiality. I think.
Yeah, it's promoting like gender, cross gender type, or cross species type shit.
Okay,
Cross-
relying because there's Google. Relying on the imagery of bees pollinating and eggs hatching.
So it's just separate.
Oh, it's separate. It's just
Yeah.
two examples.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
no.
Two examples.
This is
Two
why-
separate examples.
Also, very bad examples. Like I don't even know how birds fuck. How do the eggs
Like,
get?
do they have parts?
I've never seen them.
Oh, it's
you
bird
seen a
dick.
bird dick?
Yeah.
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 You have not seen birds.
I've seen-
I don't
There's
want to know.
Google.
I don't.
There's Google. You Google your shit. I'll Google mine. No
did-
judging.
I think we did a whole animal episode once.
We did
Animal
do
you
that,
didn't.
but I don't think we did bird dicks though.
Here?
Because like you think about it, how many like what does a snake dick look like? What is a fish? How do fish? grow?
No,
Like,
they
how do
don't
these
have
things
it. It's
work?
like a hole. They'll have like holes.
Well, one of them has
Well,
a hole.
yeah, but you gotta have.
yeah.
See,
We
you know
know
what I
that
like
part.
is that we're all having the birds and the bees talk right now.
Yeah,
yeah.
As adults, we're finally
Bird
having it.
penis?
We all had a
I'm
boss.
Googling bird
Yeah.
penis,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah, definitely.
Well, that's cute.
I told you it fucking unfurled like that.
Oh, I'm just doing it here, not there. Oh, I thought you were waiting for the bird dick to pop.
oh
up.
no.
Yeah, it's quite long. It's quite long.
No, I don't want to see it. Don't show me. Don't show me.
It looks like a little like.
Well,
kind
yeah,
of bird?
It's a corkscrew.
It looks like that.
Okay, now I have
pasta
to see, now I have to
It
see.
looks like pasta that's in a corkscrew.
Where?
Right there, that little corkscrew thingy. Now I have to see.
Yeah, it's kind of like rigatoni. It's a
Yeah, right.
It's a fleshy rigatone.
Right. But how does that get? It must like since it's like that, it must screw in. They are
yeah, they
literally
can.
screwing. Interesting.
Vibrators were made out of
Imagine
that.
that. It's just they just spin like a top and then spin out and that's it.
Oh
I
my
think that's
god.
probably what they do.
That's like a specific
Shout
type
out
of
birds.
bird.
I was gonna say, I bet you like ostriches have.
Yeah,
weird
look up
dicks.
like pigeon.
pigeon dicks. You know some pigeon dick?
Welcome to the
This
show.
is so not on brand with like.
I love it. Good.
Are we not here to talk about like pop culture? I don't
Yeah, let's
understand.
talk about pop culture.
Yeah.
Although, you know what's
Penis?
funny?
What?
We had
Wait,
a.
there's pigeon penis?
No, this can't be real.
No.
That's a
No,
that's a pigeon with a strap on. That's funny. So we put a strap on the pigeon. That's pride.
You're like, why is he wearing a harness?
Right.
But look at how they fuck. He's just standing on top of her.
Oh.
I'm gonna start doing it pigeon style. Just step on you. That's like they put their foot on the head.
So we had a guest on the show who will remain unnamed because we made a promise that we would not tell them what they told us after the show. But
Oh,
we're gonna
it's
kind of
after.
go into it. We were talking about pop culture and all this stuff.
Oh my God, did someone talk shit about me?
No. But you mentioned
Ugh, fuck.
mentioned Kim earlier. I know
Yeah.
you've interviewed Kim. I know Kim follows you, and they revealed that during the pandemic, they were in a group text during the hardcore pandemic where they would have like FaceTime calls, like the group calls, like with like it was.
And it was crazy.
The,
It was-
the celebrity list in this group text.
She
was
might be on it, for
insane.
fuck's
Yeah, you
sake.
might.
Who
be.
knows?
Like Kim was in it. Ariana Grande was in it. Like it was crazy.
Okay.
And then they would just do disgusting hypotheticals like this, and
Like, would you rather, like
and I was like, wait,
suck
like
your dad's
Kim
dick or fuck your
Kardashian
mom?
would
crazy shit like that.
one of the questions asked
Yeah.
to Kim Kardashian,
Yeah.
which was, it wasn't directly asked to her, but she's just in the group text, was if you had your dick 1 inch inside your mom and your dad's dick was 1 inch inside you, which way do you back up?
Do you move
do you back
forward
up
or
or
back?
go forward to get out?
So you either go further into your
Kim
mom,
Kardashian
or
was
your
on a
dad
text that
goes
read that.
further into you. See, that's the other half of the show. By the way, we do exclusively that. So that's where we become bro assholes. That's why he was telling it to us. He was
Wait,
like,
so a guest of yours was on a group text
Yeah.
with all these famous celebs.
they were famous too.
Yeah, they were also a very famous person.
You're doubting that we even get famous guests.
I just told you
I
we had
see what's going
I
on.
started with we had Wahlberg right there.
yeah.
Right. Oh, was it Wahlberg?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Wahlberg. You thought it was Wahlberg?
No, I just said you had Wahlberg. I was like,
No,
yeah, we did.
no,
No,
it was not
I don't
Wahlberg.
remember who it was though. Can you whisper it to me? Yes.
You're gonna tell me after.
They aren't actually famous, but you wouldn't think. On,
I
like,
wonder
that
though how
level.
you get on that kind of group text.
I think it was they all had the same
Somebody's
agent or
feeling
something
a little
like that.
left out, I think. Yeah, I think it is an agent thing. But I also think it was something cool. Mike Tyson's on there too.
No, he was only on he was just because they would have this famous group call and then someone would bring a guest.
Right, because
So
I was going to say
Tyson-
that was how, I think how it spreads out is
Oh.
that's like, I'm going to bring my guest today is going to
But Kim was just on it the whole time.
be. Right.
Kim and Ariana Grande was on it the whole time. But
Well,
like,
I could see Kim had a sex tape, you guys. Like she's dirty. What do you think? She's not prude.
Yeah, but I mean, it was such a different time where, I don't know. I actually
think-
fuck that.
I think
I've watched
answering
enough
questions like
Kardashians
that-
I could certainly see Chloe and them debating that.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
true.
Yeah.
They chop it up.
They talk about that shit all the time.
Yeah. But it's
About-
funny,
about-
but with
Well,
each
not
other.
about the mom and the dad, but like, yeah.
So Bruce, Chris. But yeah, so that's been your this last year. You've like broken into the Kardashian.
Yeah.
You made it past the you're in the inner circle now, right?
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like
they like
just
me.
tell the whole
they
story.
like
for people to
me,
know.
yeah.
You just you tell me actually. Did you start out like I want to do this as a job, or you just
As
started out
what?
as I don't even. Really, what do you say? What do you?
Who
do?
are you?
Yeah.
No, it's a
Do
good
you have a
question.
job?
No, I really would like someone to tell me like what I am.
Yeah.
Because I don't like any of the words that are used to
Influencer,
describe
creator, and
people.
content.
I have a
Thank you.
full on
Thank
panic
you.
attack. When you're like applying for an apartment, it's like occupation. It's like you're not gonna like anything I say.
Blogger, podcaster,
No, literally.
influencer.
Kill me.
Like,
Kill me.
Shut up.
Kill me. And I went on this podcast. I'm just a podcast whore. I went on this podcast where I like when people have like a theme to their podcast. So his is very like business oriented. He actually wanted me to say how much I make and shit. And people come on
Yeah.
and they break kind of the stigma, which I like. But I'm like, hell no.
Good for them. I really support
good for
them.
Yeah.
No, I actually was funny because he's dating. I was funny, and I want to credit for it because I feel like he didn't laugh enough. But his fiance is a bachelorette person. She was on The Bachelor. She has like 2 million followers. And when he asked me about like, I was like, when she comes on your podcast and tells everyone how much she makes, I will.
Then I
Yeah.
That hasn't happened
But
yet.
By the way, a bunch of this, Stooley's Clubhouse.
Yeah.
they were debating last night. Apparently, if you make $1 million a year,
Me?
yeah,
Hell yeah.
And then and then our guy Mario, who runs This Day in Barstool, he was on it, and they said like this guy will know, and he just popped on and said, I don't know if you guys listen to KFC radio. He does not. and then turned himself off.
But I'll tell you
People love
what.
that shit. I mean, especially in this world where you don't know.
He wanted to break the stigma. Like, yes, influencers make this amount. This is how much it works. But then he asked me the question, like, how I describe myself, and I really hate the word influencer. I hate the word
What about
content
just
creator. Makes me want to like. Ew. You know who calls themselves a personality? People that aren't personalities.
Yeah. I like. All right. Let's rank them.
I don't know.
Like,
I think I don't like. I don't know. Content creator, I feel like is as gross as an
influencer and content creator.
As gross as both gross.
Yeah.
What about when someone is strictly
okay? But I'm not only a
but the
podcaster.
problem with podcasting-
Don't reduce me to justify.
Don't put me in a box.
I'm also an influencer.
Like we started out as writing, so we were bloggers.
Love that.
And bloggers got you a lot of like, but what's your job? That's your hobby. Like,
Yeah.
And then, you make money doing that?
Yeah.
And I think podcaster kind of became that for a minute, where it was like that's just a hobby. Now I think people know that podcasters make money, but it also feels like kind of a dickhead thing.
Right.
I also think if you're on, like when someone says YouTuber or TikToker, I think that has a crazy connotation to it too.
Yeah,
where it's
annoying.
like, I'd rather just be like, I make videos on YouTube than be like, I'm
Right.
a YouTuber.
So this is what I start kind of stumbling over my words, and I'm like, I have an Instagram where I have some followers and I post.
how about girl boss?
I don't know what to do. See, we're not getting anywhere.
Well, that's where someone. I think
have
you
an
need to make
Instagram.
one
Like
up
I literally
because,
say I have an Instagram.
Yeah.
Is that not disgusting?
What about
but at least
social
it's not annoying.
media?
No.
Social media creator, social media. How about
I'm just gonna start saying I'm an actor. Fuck you
banks?
guys.
Yeah, I lie on a microphone.
Artist. You know,
Well, I mean-
it kills me because you know how there are categories on Instagram.
Yes.
Like you could put your category public, and like everyone that puts public person isn't a public person.
Yeah,
like it's always just like
Right.
But they
do sports at WHBQ in
no, not
Toledo.
even like people that went to my high. I don't know. It's just a weird
it's
thing.
That. The one on Twitter is I'm more of a Twitter user.
Yeah.
Is always like minor league baseball players.
Yeah.
Who have like a blue
get
check
the
mark
blue
and have
check.
300 followers.
I know.
And you're like,
Okay. Oh, here's my question. Are you waiting? Are you vaping? Okay. No, I thought he was like blowing out smoke or waiting for the question. Okay, here's the question. Because I sometimes see like a blue check mark in my inbox or like or starting to follow me, and I'm like, what? Who is this person? And then it's like 300 followers, a tennis Olympian, whatever. Which like amazing. And I ask myself, if I was that person, would I have applied for the blue check?
Yeah,
or
no,
would I be
I
like, no.
No.
Like I'm sure it gives you something for networking, but like you're not a public like
No.
do you want to have 300 followers and a blue check mark or
I
just
think I
screw
agree
it?
with
Would
you.
you?
I still don't have a blue check mark.
Did you apply for one?
I don't. No.
It's
you
not
didn't
just
apply
going to
for one.
happen. You gotta
Yeah, I
apply.
haven't applied for one.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't lie, John. You've applied.
No, I haven't. I would have one if like everyone else here. I would. There are like 5 people. It's kind of lame now. It's actually we've stuck without a blue check mark so long that it kind of
Is
become
it your
lame that
thing?
we don't have one.
Oh.
But it was
Well,
like,
in the beginning, it was like fuck all you lemmings who like want the blue check.
they
mark.
wouldn't-
I don't care.
Actually, I guess
Then it's-
maybe we did apply back then, and they wouldn't give it to us. So now that they don't, we're like, fuck you guys. We don't want.
You know,
them.
I really think that it's a thing where it kind of grosses me out if you try desperately to get one before you should get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
definitely.
Like earn it.
Yes.
But we had earned it at that point. It was like we deserved one. They
Yeah.
didn't give it, and we're like, fuck you. We're never getting one.
Right. Yeah, I think there should be like you need a certain number of followers and a certain like.
No, it's not even.
certain
That's the thing. It's
things, like,
not
certain
about
cachet,
followers.
Like,
no, you have to have press about you. That's the thing.
what is that like?
Articles.
TMZ written about you?
No, like art. Yeah, like new. Like no, if you've.
But like if a Barstool blog goes up about you, does that count?
Are you putting down Barstool?
Yeah.
We write a lot of nonsense blogs.
I think it has to be a
we
notable
go quantity, not quality, girl.
I think it has to be a notable publication.
But that I just, you know what I mean? That's where you just.
So,
Yeah.
What about international?
so that's a
What
good way to
What's my
sidestep the
name?
question.
What's my profession? Thank you. Let me know. Internet.
I just
Fucking
be like, I was
bitch.
like, I'm that bitch.
Did you say
I'm
internet
that
fucking
bitch.
bit?
Internet fucking bad.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Before I started doing this, which was 6 years ago, when I opened up my Instagram, I super educated, did all the internships, built up my resume, was that girl, right? But every job that I had, I would be like, it's not like nothing moved me. I always, like I told you guys, wanted to just be smoking cigarettes, leaving early, like gossiping with people. And I was like, wait, people like actually care about their jobs and I never have. Is that normal? Like I always knew I should be doing something else. And while I was doing weird shit, I was always like dabbling. Like if it was an acting class, if it was sending headshots thinking I could be a model, like weird delusional shit, right?
Right.
That's not delusional at all. You have great skin. I can't believe you're a parent.
He's picking up. He's learning.
No, but I've talked about this recently. I really think to succeed, you have to have delusions of grandeur, right? You
and a little
have
bit of
to-
arrings and a little bit of like,
you can't just be
main
like,
character
no one
syndrome
even
shit.
like me. Like I could never like do this. Like you have to have a part of you that does believe you could do something.
There's
really
only
wild.
one person I know that has succeeded without any of that.
Who?
But anyway.
That's cute.
I just
but that's
happened to see you
compliment.
pointing.
But that's a compliment.
Yeah, you don't ever think that. You never
That's
thought
it.
that.
Yeah, you ever had this happen in the middle of your podcast?
See, we're legit. We got like fire alarms and shit.
Works.
How scary is this dude? I thought it was Dave Portnoy or something. Like
Portnoy.
I love the way you said that.
Portnoy. Like he's like Hilaria
How do you
Baldwin.
say it? How do you?
De Portnoy.
I remember you covering her shit. Yeah. But yeah. So I always felt like I was meant to do something in this industry. I didn't know what. Like,
do you sing or any of that? Like,
No.
do you have like
So
any of
don't
the talent?
sing.
Yeah.
but no, have done acting. Have
Okay.
done acting. Lied that when I went to Israel, I was telling you before. When I got there, I lied to agencies that I went to like Juilliard here.
Yeah, I
right.
like that move.
Hell yeah.
That's class.
Because they don't know the.
They don't know. We're gonna
Yeah.
call Juilliard.
Right, yeah.
You have one
So-
phone number, one digit off.
And did some shit there because it's like a smaller pool and it's like I
sure.
look a little different and whatever. So anyway, always my point is just to give a little inspo to people who want to do something they think they maybe can is always try.
Yeah.
You don't have to sleep in your car like actors in Hollywood. Like I wasn't willing to do that, right? I was
Right.
like, no, I still want to like work and make money.
Yep.
But I'm always gonna like for like God to know if there's a God, for like the world to know that I'm still trying.
Yeah.
I'm like sending a this or like
Yep.
trying to get into an agency or like writing something and submit. I was all over the fucking place. I tried to write a book, try to this, try to that. And then Instagram in 2015, it was when all the meme pages were happening.
Yeah.
Like Fat Jew, all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
And I was a writing minor. I've always written, and I opened a meme page basically, and just like they were bad. Like looking back, like
That was
when the
from the
memes
jump,
were
it was not
ugly,
skinny but not fat?
it was not skinny but not fat, but it was memes.
Right.
Because the stories didn't even exist then, so nobody knew it was me. It was
Right.
Anon, which isn't for my ego at all. Like this bitch is not Anon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she was waiting to be seen. So.
That's great.
So then I like introduced myself, and even at the beginning, I remember I'd be like, "Hi," and like post pictures of myself, like get unfollowed like 3,000 people. No, and it makes sense.
What an ego check,
No,
right?
but you know what I mean. I'm
Yeah.
saying this because it's important, like
Yeah.
for people to know. Like you see so many like TikTokers blowing up overnight. For me, it wasn't that. It was like 6 years. It was getting hit in the face with a lot of moments like that, with not making money. I didn't start making money from it until 2020.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I was still working.
And what
like,
was your
two other
day job?
jobs? Like weird shit. I did like office managing and freelance recruit. Like always weird shit. And the thing is, when people would ask me then what I did, I'd always be like, it doesn't represent me. I really felt like that.
I'm bigger than a
I was a
paycheck.
bookkeeper at one time. Like, am I a bookkeeper? Like, no,
Yeah,
but
I
that's
went
what
through
I
the
was
same shit,
doing.
yeah.
Like,
I do like the advice. I feel like everyone who's famous always gives the worst advice about how to get famous.
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. I was discovered in a mall.
So yeah, it's like don't have a safety net. Either be willing to become an actor or become a hobo. You die I doing
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
Like,
never that
can't work at Applebee's too.
I guess, but even that, like, I guess I give credit to those people. But nowadays, I think it's like, I guess you got to pay your bills, so you need money coming
Right.
in. But I would rather spend my time like during the day rather than like sitting behind a bar as a bartender doing like some Instagram shit or try. Like if you're an actor or a comedian or whatever, also like do a podcast or do the YouTube video or rather than
If you
just
have
be,
something special to say.
yeah.
That's what I'll always say.
But even that though, I feel like you got to just get reps in to the point that like,
But you gotta
maybe
do
by the
that
time you
on
do
the
have something
side.
special, yeah.
But
But
you got to do it like
I
when
agree.
they do like the bet on yourself. Bet on yourself once you've seen all the cards.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like you're like, I got a pretty good idea what's
Yeah,
gonna
there's a lot of
happen
people who are like, I'm gonna go after that dream, and it's like, you should not. Dog. You should just.
here.
You
Like,
gotta
by
be
all the
honest with
cards, I mean
yourself.
their cards too.
no, but
Like,
there aren't.
yeah.
Don't you know that there are a lot of people that did succeed that just, had so much willpower.
Fucking Danny DeVito, right?
I think
That's the
those-
famous one. He went on 300 auditions before he ever got a job.
Oh my God, I'm
I think
dying.
I think those people exist, but I think they're exceptionally rare. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people who succeed because everyone likes to say that they didn't have a shot. It was all
Right,
this.
right.
I think a lot of people like to succeed and then
Tell the
create this
story.
fantasy narrative
Right.
that like they
It
had
was
the
all
hardest
me.
life in the whole world.
Right.
And blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. And it's like I don't know, like it didn't.
Yeah.
like we all made sacrifices to work here, but I was never like I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it was never like I don't have.
Yeah, no,
any
I was
money,
literally
I'm
like,
done.
I'm gonna always on the side make sure that I'm putting some eggs in the basket of I want to be doing something cool that's in the entertainment industry.
you should
Was
do, yeah.
always obsessed with
build towards it.
right, build towards it, even if it's in the smallest ways. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Even if it's like your day job is this, but you wanna, I don't know, see if you can write, on the
Yeah.
side for some magazine. So it started with memes, and then when I introduced myself and kind of started to be also on stories and shit like that, I think at just one point I would always talk to like my sister about celebrities and like forward her shit to her inbox, and then instead of doing that, I shared it, and then realized that everyone is super into this stuff, and it's not just me. And so it became kind of a mix. It's really just, that's what I'm saying. It's not like, that's why I can't call myself like, because I don't create content, right? It's like, when people say
you're-
that,
yeah.
I'm just like, here.
You're just
I'm
reacting to
I'm
the
just
world or
like doing
whatever, right?
what I'm just like
Yeah.
being what. So it's weird when people say that because it's like, what do you do? Like you write
But you
down
are.
like, I'm not, babe.
Like if
I'm
you,
not.
If you like
Give me an
make a
example.
video
Yeah.
reacting to something, that is a piece of content.
But I'm not putting up a light and all that shit. I'm literally like,
That doesn't matter.
but it does matter.
It
'cause
doesn't
it's not.
anymore. It doesn't
No,
anymore.
But it's not.
You used to need like a fucking director and a producer and a light and a set, and now you just need this.
I think
and
the
this
video
shit does
But
better.
my point is like I'm not like it's very organic.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not planned.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's literally like
It's off
this
the rip.
happened.
It's just not-
like I just want to
Yes.
instead of telling a friend, I'm telling however many people.
Right.
Like in that kind of vibe.
But
no,
I-
but I'm
yeah,
talking
that's-
about the influencers that are like, okay, guys, first thing when I wake up is I have to create content.
noise.
Then I have to
Yeah,
check
yeah, yeah.
emails. Then I have to shoot some more content.
Right.
And those things drive me.
Yeah,
crazy.
like
A picture
you-
becoming called content was really the end of the line.
Yeah.
Like, we have people here who do that. We're like, I'm on the road, I'm creating content.
No.
It's like you posted
A
2 pictures.
posted
picture-
a photo.
What are you talking
yeah.
about?
a picture. I love that. What's the I need it. Say it again. A picture.
A picture being
He's getting
described as
insecure now.
content
Yeah.
was like really the end of content creation.
That was the end of the line.
Yeah.
That was
like-
when.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing content. No,
Yeah.
you took a fucking picture. We used to do
Yeah.
that as a family all the time. We never
Yeah.
called it content.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate the
My
word.
mom wasn't creating content at Easter,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah. No, I hate it. I hate it. I'm getting
And
hives.
I feel
Yeah.
like in those houses too, where it's like you have to create this many pieces of content by the end of the week. With
What's
this
houses?
many,
Oh, the
like
TikTok houses.
the content houses, yeah, where it's
Oh my
like
God.
this many views and this many clicks by the end of the week, or you are like not in it or whatever. It's like
That's
the the least organic thing of all
Ever.
time. you know?
And did you see so many artists are coming out now with the fact that their labels are
yeah, Halsey
forcing
was
them.
like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. I
Isn't that
love
so? But not Halsey and other people too.
yeah.
Halsey was the big one. But
Halsey was the big
There was
one.
someone right after her too that was pretty big too. That was
Yeah.
like, fuck that noise.
Yeah. Isn't that
But like,
wild? Could
I
you
can
imagine?
understand. I can understand if you are like an 18-year-old, you're mildly talented, and they're like, "Listen, you're gonna do what we say for this record deal or whatever." And part
Yeah.
of it is TikTok. But to go to Halsey and be like, your hook's not catchy enough. Like, go back and rewrite it for TikTok. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay. Have you heard Closer? Thank
Yeah.
you. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Or just tell her how many times to post it. It's like it's her song.
Yeah,
She obviously
right.
wants it to do well. Like let her be.
It's a great song too.
It is. I didn't
Yeah.
listen to it.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
It's on
which one
TikTok.
it
I
is.
haven't heard it.
I don't have a TikTok.
Touche.
I don't have a TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
You should.
I'm against it.
What does that mean?
I'm like the old people that don't want to change their minds about
Oh, okay.
something.
Respect. Yeah, I
Okay.
get that. Yeah, I was literally about to tap it up.
I
too.
have a TikTok, but I don't use
Yeah.
it. and
No,
I've never,
I
like,
can't.
posted on
we
it.
try
I
to
posted on it
like
twice.
we like all the shit that I do on Instagram. I just have someone repost it to TikTok. But if you're not doing like playing by their rules and using their things, it doesn't really work. But like, I mean, we've been around for a while. This is our 10th year on the podcast.
Wow.
I've been doing all of it for like 15 years. So like when it started, we just picked Twitter. That was our thing. And then
Right.
Instagram came out.
Bad
I was like,
bet.
oh yeah, it was a bad bet. Because that was where you could be like, hopefully like quippy and clever, which is like little
On
jokes.
Twitter, yeah.
And then it was like be hot on Instagram, and I was like, fuck. And then it was like, be I don't even know what on Snapchat, be weird on Snapchat. And then it was like be hot and dancing on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's like just let me die. Give me the sweet release of death, right? I don't have to download
Yeah.
another fucking app.
Yeah.
This like we had Josh. Do you know Josh Richards? He's a TikToker. So if you're not in on TikTok, he does a podcast with Portnoy where it's kind of like a young guy and an old guy like crossing generations. But he's big on TikTok, and he is like a very like handsome young dude. But he was like 14. Yeah, you're over there nodding. Yeah, I know you. He was probably like 14, 15, making these TikToks like.
No,
it's like,
stop.
oh my
Stop.
God,
I need to watch.
And he is like, I look at those and I'm like, I cringe over it,
Yeah.
but it also, made him a fucking millionaire like a zillion times over. So,
Oh my God.
and he's just like
It's
these
wild.
skinny guys, like what a young teenage boy looks like. It's
Wild.
like, you have like abs because you're a malnourished weirdo going through puberty. Like, this is fucking, you're sexy now? What? Like when I was in, 8th and 9th grade, it's like you're a gross, weird little giraffe boy.
I remember
you know?
fighting with kids like who were. Cause I wasn't chubby, but I wasn't I wasn't skinny. Kids would be like, "I have a six pack."
six-pack, yeah.
I'd be like,
Fuck you.
My mom would like sit me and I'd be like, "Okay, here's why they don't have a six pack. Okay, it's just like and I'd be like, that's not what my mom says. It's not a six
Let
pack."
me explain to you, the biology behind it. Okay, fat boy.
But while we're speaking of apps, I talked about this the other day when you weren't here. I got the new app Be Real.
I don't even know this one.
It is.
Wait, the new what?
Be real?
It's an app where it's supposed to be. It's like the anti-social media.
Okay.
Where you get a push notification every day, and you have 2 minutes to post a picture, and it takes a front and a back, and it's just like what you're actually doing. You don't get to curate it. You don't get to do this. You don't get to do that, and you kind of just take a picture. And
kinda fuck with that.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wait,
just-
are you using it?
yeah, I've used it. I think it's 3 days now.
How many followers
Wait.
you got?
Oh, but here's the thing. I think I fucked up because I don't even think it's made for followers. So I think it's supposed to be like your actual friends. And so I
And I
approved-
don't have any of those.
I approved everybody, and now I have like a bunch of people commenting on my pictures being mean.
No, I need to
so
see.
it's just
No,
a
I need to
regular.
see.
So it's just a
Done.
regular social media for me
I'm
again.
dying.
like this one I fucked up last night. My eyes were
You're
closed.
such a curious little George. Downloading random apps.
you look like
My eyes were closed. Yeah.
picture you posted?
It was you only get us one shot, dude. I forgot to open my eyes.
You blew it, dog. You blew
You're so much cuter than this picture.
See, but that's what I really looked like right then.
It's like chipmunk.
Wait, look at this dude. I am dying. Is this a joke? Is this an SNL skit? Is this app for real?
Joke app? I mean,
This is a joke app. Look at this guy. Why is he on a coffee machine? Is it? Oh, it's his front and his back.
I don't even know who that kid is, but I accidentally, when you approve someone to be your
You
friend,
know that girls would
you
never
all-
fuck this up. We'd be like,
hell
we'd be like hot in a minute.
In a second.
In a second.
Wait, so if you take the picture, you can't click like retry.
I
or
don't
anything?
think so.
And
I
it
think
posts
There's
and
going to
it
be a new
posts?
app in a second that'll let you hack that and take as many as you
the
want.
first one I was cooking.
Oh, it looks like milk steak.
I told you I thought it was rotten meat. Remember?
I'm literally on the phone with him the other night. He's like, as we're talking, I'm hearing rattling the pots and pans. I'm like, oh, you cooking? He's like, I just want to let you know I'm definitely about to eat some
Wait, is
questionable
this supposed
meat.
to be chicken or steak?
It's pork.
tell
It's
you.
pork.
Couldn't tell you what meat it is.
Wait, is this for the app too?
Yeah.
No. No. I don't know what to
Very
do with
funny.
all this information. You guys, this is not real. Oh, you can flip it? No, I can't. Oh my god. All you guys are missing out.
I mean, give it a week, and there'll be some hot chick doing front and back. And they'll be fucking.
No, it all happens at once. You have one click, so it's exactly what's
What do you
happening. on
Oh,
that.
yeah,
It
your
uses both
front
cameras at the same time.
camera.
Oh shit.
No,
Yeah.
no. That is way too dangerous. That is way too dangerous.
Well, this is basically when the old joke of like when you open up your phone, the camera, and it's
right, and you're ugly.
that's this in app
it's
form.
It's that in app form.
and then you
thank
intentionally post it for the world to see.
Yeah. It's real, dude.
Be real, bro. It would be nice for the uggos to take back some power.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks that like if you're not hot or you don't know how to like edit your photos, you're left in the dust.
Yeah.
With the uglies, no followers, just being a
Yeah.
fucking loser.
I'm a regular white man, and I'm sick of it being hard for me.
It's been an uphill battle for us here, the white male. Give me a break. So I didn't realize that it was not. So I got put onto you in
Probably Hilaria, no?
Well, wait, what happened with that? You were talking about her, you mean?
I was talking about her a lot, and
then I had done it. So I think
it was.
I know I was at a wedding in August, I think, of last year, and one of the girls at the wedding said like, do you know Not Skinny But Not Fat? And usually I know like most of the names, and I didn't at that point. And she was like, you would love this. And I think it was right around when that was happening. So I was like, oh, I talked about that too. And then, but since then, I mean, you're now like BFFs with Kim and Chloe and Court and everybody else, huh?
I
Dollar
don't
Club.
know, to be honest. Like, I think it's one of those things where I look at it and I'm like, if I had to plan this out and be like, how can I make this happen? I wouldn't be able to do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
There's
know
no
what
blueprint for
right,
this shit.
right. So I don't know what the like literal recipe was for this to happen, but
But you did say, so was Hilaria Baldwin was like, did it pop? Was that the
oh
first
no, I
big
just thought
video?
because that was during
okay.
quarantine. It was in a video. I don't do that.
What?
I don't create the videos. I was just talking about it.
That's creating a
No,
video, you
it's not.
dickhead.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not.
getting me confused.
No.
Are you hitting record and making a video?
That's what I do. I make a video.
I go straight to the story.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean talking about?
you
What do I do? I
do you
fucking
put on a
open the
video
app.
and say like, "Hey, have you heard the new story about Hillary Baldwin?"
No.
What do you
go
do?
Right into the Instagram app.
Yeah, but you'll hold it long enough to record,
You're
right?
talking about literally which camera you use? Are you dumb?
I just mean that it's not edited and it's right
That's
here.
fine.
It's like this.
But
see?
you're creating
and I'll
a
just
video.
put it up.
But it's
Like this.
It's
It's
you
not
giving your
curated.
opinion on
I'm trying
video.
to tell them that I like am not a regular content creator and I just put shit up and it's organic.
But that's a video you're making.
you're
It's
making a
video,
fucking
but
video.
It's straight to here.
But
Do you
it's-
think? Wait, hang on. So do you think that you have to like edit and
Straight to
touch and tweak and all that shit?
Babe,
You're saying so you're just a one take wonder.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
So you make it in one take.
Thank
And that's
you.
very fucking
No,
cool,
you-
by the way.
And like, I don't want to sit here and talk about like how real I am. That would be not real. What I'm saying is,
You should be
most
real.
people, yeah, they'll make it a thing. They'll
Yeah.
cut it up. They'll
Yeah.
edit. I don't even have like a editing app
Person
on my
to do
phone.
that,
I've never
yeah.
seen a Facetune. What
Cool.
that looks like.
That's dope though.
I don't have social media assistant. I just do.
Yeah.
It's just me literally instead of calling my friend, telling all these people.
Sure.
And sometimes it's good. Sometimes
and
it's
then
bad.
like, so how long are those videos usually?
Do you see that you're not getting the point though? What do you mean how long are these videos? I just
Not a fucking question I can ask. How
do you
long do you
mean?
talk? Do you talk for 30 seconds? Do you talk for a minute? Do you?
But do you see that you're so programmed to like plan these things out?
She just talks.
1 minute, man. I just talk.
I get it, but okay. On average, are your videos long or short?
No, I mean it cuts you off after 4. So, right?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I've
Instagram?
never talked enough for a full story.
Stop.
Yeah.
You
I keep
haven't?
everything's a reel for me. Everything's 60 seconds for me.
Oh, right.
But I'll like record myself. Sometimes I'll do it in literally one take
Yeah.
where it's just 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Other times I'm like, oh, I forgot about this, forgot about that, and I send it to someone who chops it all up. So that's
Yeah.
you don't do any of that.
Any of that.
So you just talk.
I just talk. It cuts you off after 4. So if I feel like I'm done.
Oh, when you're doing stories, right. I get
when
what
I'm
you mean.
doing
4
stories.
15-second
yeah,
things, and
I
that's
don't
just
make
done.
reels.
Got it.
Or
Got
like have a green screen behind me.
So all your shit's on stories. None of it's
Most of my stuff like of me talking about this stuff is on stories. But if it's like yesterday Brad Pitt was on GQ, I posted it. The day before was like Father's Day.
I
was to my
think
husband.
what we're
Anything
learning
good?
here is it's actually
I'm
very
just a
cool to
mess.
do it this
It's
way,
chaotic.
but you could
It's
optimize
chaotic.
the fuck out of this and probably do it like even better and bigger and more lucrative and all that shit.
I kind of like the way that.
But yeah,
I
I was
like
gonna say,
the
you could,
chaotic
like, I
aspect
do
of it, too.
think
very
that
chaotic.
I think
it's
that
very
makes
unique.
sense why we're
it's very
like
different.
TikTok too. Like I like doing minimal effort.
Right. If I had to start making everything make sense and be curated and have
No,
this
you don't
and
have to do
look
that,
pretty
though.
and
But I think that
be-
like there are just things that like grab stupid people's attention. Like if you
But
edit
I've
the video this
grabbed
way or do it
enough
that way.
attention.
Yeah, you got damn right, girl.
Yeah.
Good. You're good.
Yeah.
You got all the attention you need.
No, it's not about that. Of course not. Of course it's not like I'm just saying like this
This
is
is
what
obviously
works
full-time
for
now?
me. It's full time now. Yeah.
You
And
just do like it's just you. It's not like you have like a. There's no. You're not looking to have like a spin off or like other people. Like you plan on just being like just you.
Yeah.
It's not like you want to have a company or like other people involved.
Why do you guys want to come on the team?
Sure.
That's like
No
like,
TikTok? Yeah.
No TikTok, and you don't have to edit anything. You can just fucking talk for it. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I don't really have like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, like I'm mostly going with the flow, and obviously try to have some big dreams in the back of my mind.
How do you get your money?
What do you mean?
Like like if you're not a
Oh
lot.
no,
like,
I do fuck ton of ads.
just like swipe ups, like a separate from your videos kind of thing, or like in the video, like so. What I'll do is like if the news breaks today about Brad Pitt, at
Right.
the end of the video, I'll be like, Brad Pitt looks great because he fucking.
Have you never followed an influencer person?
Not really. I
Really?
guess.
Oh my god.
But so, well, I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
but, like,
so-
yeah, I have, but most of them have like ads and shit in their content as well.
Oh, no. So it's mostly just like because my stories are so many a day, because most of my stuff goes up there. So it's not like you're going to, have one video and then an ad. It would be like a little annoying. So for me, I have like 100 stories a day. So
The worst. You see those little dots.
yeah. A lot of dots. A lot of dots.
Mm.
So it'll be like, 3 frames of an ad.
Have you ever followed?
No, I'm not
influencer
understanding. You're
before?
literally asking me questions that are. I'm really
I know.
concerned.
I'm concerned that you don't know about advertising on videos. That's crazy to me.
No, but you're talking about a put together thing. Like
No,
you're
I'm just
talking about.
like as you're talking, you just like shout somebody out.
No, I'm talking about a full throttle ad for a
Right.
company.
Right.
That's me
Separate from
going.
everything else,
Hi
yeah.
guys, I love this moisturizer.
Well, people just
I use
click
it.
through that. Nope, nobody's watching that.
Really? So why do brands renew?
I don't know. I don't know how advertising
What
works
a-
in general, right? Like, I think it's all fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I do a lot of brand deals, but I try to do the ones that I like and
Yeah.
actually use. But
Like-
of
like
course,
like
how could you
Barstool
make
would.
it? How could you make it a full time thing if you're not doing ads, babe?
I know. I love the people who are like, I don't, we've tried to like sign a couple people throughout the years who are like, well, I don't want any ads on the podcast. It's like, well, then get the fuck out of here.
That's really.
That's like why we're doing
Well,
this
I
shit,
try to
you know?
keep it at a minimum. Like I really care about things, so like. I remember we started and I had like 3 and then 4 and then
Yeah,
5 and now they
couldn't-
try to put in 6 and I'm literally like,
draw
no,
the line
like I don't
eventually.
want people to be upset. Like
Sure.
that's annoying.
Sure. Yeah.
45 minutes have 6 ads.
Right.
How many do you have here? 13?
We do.
we do 3 hours, but it's like 6 ads.
Oh, yeah.
But we also will like weave it into the conversation and shit. That's kind of what I was alluding
Oh,
to. Is
okay.
like, sometimes our ads are like 10 minutes because they become part of the show,
Yeah.
So you're rich now.
I'm doing
and-
okay.
And
I live
you're-
below.
No, I
above
really
Mr.
realized-
Rappaport.
No, it's not a nice.
Are you
it's
getting like invited to like?
I get invited, but I don't go. It's not. So that's not my vibe. Like I'm not
Right.
trying to like be seen. I'll
Right.
go to things that I'm into,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Or that are of friends that I've made in the industry. So if like you have an event now, like I'll maybe come support you.
Would love maybe.
I'll
I
maybe
guess
come
so.
support you. So I'm not like trying to like be
Get in
at
with the club.
Fashion Week.
Also,
you know
it's
what
like,
I mean?
I think
or
to-
go to an
Not
event with
cheating it.
other influencers. Like that makes my
Yeah.
makes me.
We
I don't
did
want
that one time.
Oh my god, it was the worst.
It's bad.
It was.
Remember those people just like walking around, like taking pictures in front of like a fake shipwreck?
Well, they're
Yeah.
creating content.
Yeah.
And they'll
was
literally
for
tell you,
Snapchat, too.
and they'll
It
literally
was,
tell you
yeah.
at events like that, like, and then you could create content. Like that's what I'm saying.
Let's
It
go
gives me
cross-pollinate.
hives.
Exactly what they would say. They
Yeah.
had, like we were kids in preschool. It was like, why don't you guys go cross pollinate?
Yeah.
And it was like, why don't you don't talk to me like that?
Oh my!
Why don't you
like
ever
let's create
fucking
a
do that again?
TikTok.
I was like, I don't even know what the
Yeah.
birds and the bees are. How fucking dare you?
no, yeah. So that's not my vibe.
I
But,
also think to be honest, to remain like honest and like talk shit and fucking gossip and all that. Like if you become part of the scene, you can't really.
Yeah.
You're not one of
It
the
gets
girls
tricky,
talking about the
though.
scene.
Yeah,
you know?
it gets
because like so
tricky.
now you've always been very pro Kardashian in general, right?
I've always
But-
loved them,
yeah.
right? But now it is a little bit harder because
Right.
obviously Kim does follow and she sees. But my thing was always to be like snarky, but not
Sure.
super
But
bitchy and
rude or
mean,
whatever, yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah.
not
Yeah.
people that are calling Chloe names, and
Sure.
I've
Right,
always
yeah.
like literally thought I was their sister. So, but it's wild. Like
What
it's
did,
wild.
how did that? Was there one video or something where like
No, it
Chloe
was,
replied or Kim followed or
It was
whatever?
actually Courtney. I was really into Courtney for a long while. And it was actually her that I noticed she was like watching my stories. I was like, oh my God, Courtney.
Did you freak out about like what do I post next?
Oh,
I know
that's-
when I get a follow that like
No.
someone's famous.
No,
No,
Come
I
on,
didn't
a little
know.
bit.
Wait. No, when Kim started following, I was like, I'd see her face.
shit.
You know, you see the face of the person that's like the most famous
Yeah.
or something on your stories. So whenever I see her face in the bottom, I'm like, damn it, mom. You know, like I just want to be able to like be stupid and you're
Yeah.
like watching.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
You
in
should
the back, like,
mute
after
her.
you got that first follow.
Imagine.
Yeah.
She's like, man, I
I
don't
can't
post
find her.
anymore.
Yeah. But she actually, so Courtney, she was my first kind of, we started actually like talking and like DMing, and she was super nice and I was like in heaven. And then she didn't follow, but I'm very low expectations, right? I'm not gonna be like, why didn't she follow? Like,
Right,
of
right.
course she's not gonna fucking follow. She follows 100 people.
Yeah.
So let her come and look and leave. So when Kim followed, I was like,
How
I
many
was
did
literally
she
like,
follow?
why? Like 150.
Yeah, so it's a tight
I
list.
was like, why would she do that? Like, she doesn't need to do that.
Right.
Like,
Thumb
why?
list
I
is
want to
slim.
tell her, like, you don't need to, babe. You could just come in, come out. Like, nobody needs to.
Like an open door policy.
Like,
here.
yeah, like, don't commit. Don't stay around. I literally kept thinking, but she said, so she was on my podcast and she said, she was like, I had a Finsta. I would look at you there.
wow.
And she's like, and then I just wanted you on my main feed.
Wow. Is her Finsta like just like a user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well,
7,
I don't
she
know what
just-
it is.
I guess yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
Right.
she told the story about like how it came about. But I think it's
Her
like
Finsta probably has like 160 million or some shit.
yeah, yeah. But they've been really, really. I mean, both podcasts came from their team asking me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you think though that's a little like Kris Jenner pulling the strings? Like, let's get this chick to make sure she always like. Are you worried about it being like fake, if you will, or do you think there's actual genuine like?
I think it's genuine because I think it's I think obviously you want to surround yourself with people that like mean well, and they saw for a while. They were probably like sometimes I'm
vetted
like
you for a long
right,
time.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
Yeah.
what runs through my
been-
mind.
she's been nice to us
She
for
was
like
been
a
nice to us,
year straight
and
or
like
whatever.
sometimes they tell me things, and maybe they saw that I wasn't sharing those things that they told
Yeah.
me, and I could be trusted. So all of a sudden I'm
I
like,
bet you.
was
I
I
bet
in
you
the
she
fucking?
made up fake shit.
That's what.
Smoked
but
you
no,
out,
but that's
like, if
what
all
I'm
of a sudden
saying. They
TMZ's
did that to
Yeah.
friends on the show, like the first few seasons.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
When
that's-
you
So
do that,
I was like, wow, I must have passed some
The
test,
test, yeah.
that but like I said, I think it's like a formula, right? Because if people want to hate and be like, oh, you know, she's getting this because she's nice to them. No, because they have a gazillion fans in the world. But
Sure.
it's
They can do that to
probably
a lot of
if
people.
I had to guess, it's probably also because there's some mix of me that they saw that was like a little fan, but like cool, could be our friend, but like is
Also
nice,
real.
but like a mix that isn't just like a
Yeah.
fan interviewing them.
Right.
So they've made me feel really.
She said, "Fuck Tristan" that one time. She's good. She's cool.
yeah. She hates him.
Check.
But no, I still give them shit where shit is
Yeah,
due.
yeah.
But
I think
it
there's
is a
lot
little
of,
hard.
Like, podcasts that have famous friends.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, you're not mean to that person, but you
Still
like
keep it real.
Yeah, you can like,
Happens a lot
you
of
can
sports too.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what I'm saying,
athletes
like-
follow us. It's like you sucked last night, dude.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta keep
You
it
Yeah.
can
real.
bust their you
But
bust
they're
their balls.
also-
It's a little different how you talk about them.
But there are plenty of people who don't, who are like once you know.
But you know what it is in this world? It's like I've seen so many people. Now I don't know what to call these people, like influencers, podcasters, people with followers that lead with like negativity towards people, and I just wonder how are you gonna
ever like,
succeed?
make it, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
How are you ever gonna
Right.
interview one of their colleagues or? You know, you're not. If you're gonna lead with hate and negativity, no one's gonna wanna.
Who would do that?
You don't do that.
I
What, 1
kinda
minute
do.
man?
So I mean, I do
No,
I
you-
let it rip if I don't think you're,
Yeah, but I don't think that's not what I mean. What I
Right.
mean is going after,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
hate
right.
certain celebs or just want to find where they fucked up.
I actually did early on in my career. I used to always write blogs and clown Lena Dunham, and a lot of
Why?
that because I don't like her style.
Do you still not?
I don't anymore though because it was like, but people
Her
would be
style
like,
of what? Writing?
just her whole style.
She would have she had a phase. It was like I would say like 2012 to 2016 maybe, where she was like, I don't want to say a bad person, but she had that book about writing about like molesting her sister. That was weird.
It was some
Okay,
weird
I didn't
stuff.
read it.
Yeah, there was some weird shit about like she was like they were young and like exploring each other, but she was like I was like fingering my sister.
No, she didn't
And
say
then-
that for
and
real.
She
Yeah.
said she put rocks like pebbles inside of her sister, and it was like done in this way of like two girls who like didn't know what we were doing. But what I didn't like was that she was like, I can't believe this reaction. You're like coming at me. It's like, girl, if you talk about putting rocks inside your sister's pussy, people are gonna talk about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like there was one time she sat next to a football player, Odell Beckham, and he like introduced himself and was like, hi, like nice to meet you. And then like didn't suck her dick. And she was like, he like blew me off and like didn't even like know who I was or like, and it was like, he doesn't know who you are, girl.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that where I thought, I also don't think she's a great dog owner. There's a couple things. I don't know.
What
Oh,
happened
yeah,
to her
she-
dog?
she's-
She
gave it
actually
back.
did. She gave it back, which maybe is being a good dog owner.
Lammy? Was it Lammy?
I forget. I've given a dog back. I gave it back after like a week in college. She had a
Sometimes you
dog.
gotta know.
She had a dog for like 2 years.
Yeah,
like she had a dog for like a while.
Yeah. So, but
Well,
my
you guys,
point
I would never
being-
guess that you guys have a thing with Lena Dunham.
We don't. It was because we were so small
we
at
were
the time.
young.
At first,
Yeah.
It was like
it was just
she
like
didn't see it
throwing
coming.
rocks, and she never even replied.
That's
or anything.
fun though. I kind of miss that
love
time.
Yeah.
anonymity.
Yeah.
I love being an
Yeah,
online
yeah.
troll. Just like, I can say what I, but what I
but it's
really, I
literally-
genuinely don't
yeah.
like, because at my heart, I'm like, I think I'm a nice person, and when it didn't get to those people, it was like, she's never gonna see this.
Right,
I don't
she's not-
fucking,
right.
Then when I'm like, we were big enough that it was like, that's gonna come across their desk, and they're gonna be like,
And then
what
you
the
just
fuck?
have to think about it. I
Yeah.
don't think you can say shit. I think the way I operate now is like
how
there's
you
a
say it.
quick filter of you need to be aware that if you're going to say this about J-Lo, accept
She'll
that like
see it.
she might see it.
Yeah.
There's a world in which her publicist, assistant, somebody, they're on their phones. I know that so many people think like these celebs aren't on their phones. They're on their phones.
Everybody's
they see
a good
everything.
thing. Yeah.
It's not their social media person. So you just have to own it enough
Right.
to say if they come across this, and I think that actually made me nicer
Sure.
inherently because
Well,
I used
that's
to be
what
like, why that girl get all that Botox? Like her face is so
Yes.
fucked up. And it's like now it's not only me not wanting to get caught, it's more like, oh shit, she can see it.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
and it's
that's
also like,
mean.
then I
I
started
used
to
to
think
like
to
be like,
myself,
don't
if-
when I talk shit about someone, don't at them.
But that's people
Right,
will
there
clip
are
your
trolls
podcast
that
and
do-
send it to them. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was 1 minute buried in the third hour of our
Yeah.
podcast, and
Yeah.
now you send it directly to them. Like, fuck you guys.
Wait, this is 3 hours?
It's usually like
well,
an hour and a half.
we'll we've done what, almost like an hour, and then we kind of
Okay.
do our own segment.
Wow,
And then
people
we take
listen
calls.
for 3 hours.
I don't think they do.
they drop off at
It's
some
very
point.
debatable. Yeah, it's like there's certainly not 3 hours of retention. So
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, I gotta get these takes off.
No,
I
but
talk a
real
lot.
trolls, like they at you.
Uh-huh.
So Kanye
And
fans
at
started
others.
coming
Oh,
at
I'm
me,
sure.
which was scary.
Sure.
Even though literally, you know what they came at me for? For saying that him and Cheney broke up. And they apparently,
I don't even know who Cheney is. Who's
Chinese.
she's his girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh,
She's
really?
you know how they're like the media is calling her like Kim lookalike.
Oh, I didn't
okay,
know they were
yeah,
still together.
Yeah.
I like
So
that was like we
well,
got.
TMZ reported that they broke up, and I literally just shared that. Okay, I might have said. I might have said
That
no,
bitch is
but-
gone.
No, she got a yay tattoo.
That's tough.
So no, but I just made a joke like. Not even a joke. I was like, what? Because I think the Johnny Depp trial was going on at the time, and he has Winona forever, and he changed it to Wino forever. So I was kind
Yeah.
of like, it's so easy for her. She could change the yay to like, yes, bitch, or like
Yeah,
whatever.
sure. And that got you in trouble?
So, what do you mean in trouble?
Well, like, that got
the
them mad.
messages that
Yeah.
I got were the most intense I've
Sometimes
ever.
you never know what's going to hit like that,
Yeah.
right? It's like, I've said way worse. than
Yeah,
this.
I was like,
So bad.
yeah. I was like, thank God you guys weren't around for when, like Kanye was going through his like spiral stage
yeah.
and like
Then you really
Skeet,
wouldn't like
he
me.
would fucking kill me.
Skeet was great for business for you, I feel like. that period of time.
That was a time.
Do you wake up sometimes and see like the news and you're like, oh, like here we go. It's
Yeah,
a big
but
one.
not in that way though. That's
Just-
the thing. Not
just
in that
just
way.
in the genuine,
Just
like,
in
I
the
love,
genuine.
for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Can't wait
literally
to
like
gossip about this shit.
like my
Yeah.
family still isn't used to it where like something will happen. I'll be like, oh my God. And my husband will be like, oh my God, what happened? Are you okay? Are you having a stroke? And I'm like, Courtney cut her hair short. I don't know what to do. So it's for real. That's what I'm saying. It's for real.
Well,
like it's
when
not fake.
I had a huge argument. I post about the Kardashians all the time on 1 Minute Man because it does fucking numbers, and I always get who cares, and I'm like,
oh my God, I
so
love those
many
comments.
motherfuckers care, and I ended up getting in like a 500 tweet spiral where I'm like, I shouldn't even be replying to these people, but like, I'm like, you're the same guy who will flip out about like the bottom of the 7th and this guy threw a ball instead of a strike, and like that's equally as stupid and silly and doesn't impact your life as Kourtney Kardashian's hair is.
Yeah.
But sports is okay, but
Yeah.
like gossiping about
Right.
a celebrity isn't. It's like these are
I
all dumb
love
things.
when I'm like on, Entertainment Tonight or E! News, and I'll see in the comments like, who even care? I'm like, you're on an entertainment gossip page.
Who
So I
cares? Like,
love
look at how
those-
much money they
those
make, like
comments
billions of
crack
people.
me up
Yeah.
genuinely.
Right.
Because
that's why I always tell people, just write to me. I don't care. Because who cares? You want to see the list?
or don't write.
Or anything, yeah.
or just,
Right.
tap through.
Sure,
Tap,
sure.
tap,
So easy.
swipe out. Like, what are you doing? That's so gross.
No, but I mean, it's been cool to watch it skyrocket. I didn't realize it was only since 2020. So you're like, it's relatively
No.
new, but you're killing.
No, babe.
No,
Start-
but since when like it really popped. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. I thought you were like big for a long time now.
No. I mean, I don't know. I just know I don't think there's like a set period where I'm like, oh, this is when it happened.
When did you quit your job? Your other jobs? Like stop doing it?
2020.
There you go.
No,
That's
but
the date then.
right. No, but
You know?
here's my thing. That was like I started making money.
Yeah.
But I was doing it for the love of it.
Sure.
Since I was doing it. And I
Yeah.
would keep on, and I remember telling myself like, when I was like, I'd open my email every day to see if like an offer would come through, like a job, something interesting from, putting my life into this. And I'd always just be like, you know what? I love it. It's like my hobby. It brings me so much joy. And I kept telling myself like something good will come out of it.
Yeah.
It's like something
It's a
good
good
will
way
come
to
out.
approach it.
And today when I get to do some cool things, it's like I look back at that line of like, something good will come out of it. Like, here's the good stuff, but also very aware that tomorrow's a new day. This world is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
People sometimes want to really, bring you down and not have you, do cool things anymore. So I'm like, thank God I still have that resume. And if I need to.
You keep your family separate? I think you kind of post about your kids.
I
Your
do.
kid,
My
no?
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not at all. I blast them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that too, and I kind of regret it now, but because you can't really put the toothpaste back in the tube. But like, do you ever do you ever think about separating it? Because again, you're just
No,
doing you,
I
right?
can't. So that's the thing,
I'm kind of
like,
the
I
same way.
can't.
Like I talk about my life, and
Yeah.
this is what's going on in my
Yeah.
life. But when you start to get like real haters, sometimes I'm like, I don't need that spilling over
I
into
know.
other
I
people's
know.
lives. Are you married?
I'm married. Yeah.
like, if he has
they
to
love
deal
him
with
though.
it-
I feel like they would
Oh,
take
okay.
his side. I
That's
feel
good.
like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
something happened, they'd be like, "She's such a bitch." If anything, they come for me for like
Yeah.
making fun of him. But I'm like, that's the point of this,
Sure.
you know.
That's what
But
we're doing here, man.
But listen, I can, and I think that I think hate is so much stronger than love. Sometimes the way you feel it, like you can get unconditional love thrown at you all day. Like, I love you, like you're my favorite. I live for you. And you're like, oh, that's so sweet. Of course, right? And then you'll get like one message that's like, I hate you. You suck. And you're like,
You're about to throw a week.
oh,
Yeah.
and that's what. But you just have to remember that it's mostly love, and you're not gonna let that ruin something good. You know what I mean?
Amen, girl.
Amen,
Name of the
babes.
game. So it's just the Instagram, right? Not skinny, but not fat.
Right,
is
and my
where to follow
podcast.
you and the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just that.
Keep doing your thing, girl.
No fucking TikTok.
If I see you on TikTok, I'm calling you a sellout, bitch.
I did invent a TikTok the other day. That was pretty sick. I didn't put it on TikTok, but it was. Well, I guess it was. It was on Howie Mandel's TikTok
What?
when he came in like on TikTok.
Oh,
Live.
you did a move,
I
right?
did a move, and
What
you're like, that was
what
pretty
your
What
cool.
move? Do it.
Can you remember it? It was one of those
Do
things.
I remember? I
but,
don't know.
like,
Let me see if I can figure it out.
Have I been practicing it in the mirror for the last 3 weeks? I don't know.
Do it.
Pressure's on now. I can't believe you brought this upon yourself.
He came in. He's like, "You're on Instagram Live or TikTok Live," and I went,
Oh. Because wait, I just want to say, because why don't I like TikTok? It's the opposite of what I do.
Plan
basically.
and rehearse.
It's
Take 1,000.
So, take one. Right. So I couldn't really
Right,
do it.
Right.
You know what
hate
I
that shit.
mean?
That's why I think there should be TikToks, kind of like the Be Real thing. I think a TikTok account that's just you're one and done. You get one talk.
Yeah.
And it's like if you fuck up the dance, if someone comes in the way, like whatever, and you have to post that one. That I would follow. I don't want to see you rehearse it for 60,000 times.
I really need updates on John's Be Real. So if there's a way we can make that happen.
A face regiment update on Be Real, one picture a day, and we'll see how that face starts to glow.
Yeah, we'll see.
You have a great face.
I'll see if I can learn how to smile. A great face, not as good as yours.
Great,
but thank you.
Finally.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me,
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast, so that's it.